Угу. Ну что, настало время продолжать. Вспомнить бы, на чем я здесь остановился. Ага. А, это мое? Как интересно. Ладно, вроде прогрузились, раздуплились. Надо сообразить, что творить. Начнем. Задание напарника, мне кажется. У тебя есть задание?
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals
Отличная
and
идея,
departures.
падре. Ладно.
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Ну,
Thank you, Captain.
согласен. Действуем, злодействуем. Так. Угу. Начнем с тебя.
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss ball.
А надо ли здесь разговаривать со всеми подряд?
There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltunican's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Oh, just musing is all. Must be nice having the run of the colony. Never being anchored to one place, always chasing some horizon. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
Почему босс? Ты что-то мне не сказал?
Stroll around the docking base?
Непонятно. Ладно. Я сейчас буду на каждого Отвлекаться, мне кажется, это за... Но здесь автомат. Подожди. Такс. Угу. Где-то я это уже проходил. Так. Блин, надо же было, наверное, на корабле что-нибудь скинуть, да? Ладно, не суть. Успеется. Они разные? Они разные. На, теперь давай поговорим.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Mm-hmm.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me.
Мне
and if you're
подходит.
headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Легко.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated.
Меньше вопросов,
anything else I
больше
can help you
действий.
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Sure thing. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Be seeing you.
Текс. Обыскивать не будут? Угу. Ладно.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with.
Так, стопы.
Move along. I picked up this weird signal.
Блин, как сложно. Ну. Портить так портить.
The other day it was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
М. Наверняка здесь где-нибудь что-нибудь есть интересное. Так, а почему враги? Блин.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind
Так.
spacers.
Move along.
Одни обманы. Нич. Ух ты.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Favorite sentence. Suck it. Chew it. You can do it.
Да. Симпатично.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you.
Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Vinny Swell. Report any sightings to your local board and...
То есть напрямик нельзя, да? Ну ладно.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff.
Здравствуйте.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. I keep diligent records of station repairs, requisitions, and available assets, just like my grandmother taught me. The station's radiators haven't changed since her time, and her records say the parts should be there. I trust them. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Yay, level up. Что у нас тут хорошего? Эй. Теперь каждый по отдельности надо качать, да? Угу. Угу. Вот так вот хочу. Так. Что здесь может еще мне сейчас пригодится? Мы будем много трепаться. Давайте будем много трепаться. В принципе. Эх, кто-то меня захочет раскритиковать. Прям более чем уверен. Ладно, не суть. Итак, что нам сейчас надо сделать? Ладушки, этим мы займемся. И здесь есть лифт. Надо будет покататься. О, я думал, не получится. Здесь с прыжками все тяжело.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade. Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it. Not unless I got to, and I don't see any reason why I'd gotta. Do you?
She's a good ship, ma'am. Mostly doesn't act up at all.
Happy to hear it. Have yourself a pleasant day.
Так, и чего? Что нам в итоге с тобой делать?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? Thomas only liked tools because I did. He wasn't interested. When I'd ask what he thought, he'd just shrug and say, whatever you think. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident. Sure thing, Captain. I'll be waiting back at the Unreliable if you need me.
Так, что теперь делать с тобой? Мы с тобой закончили говорить? Да, мы с тобой закончили говорить. Вот так вот просто валяется удостоверение морпеха, да? Это нормально? Ага. Так, что-то у меня было, какая-то ерунда. Во. И как ее использовать? Ох уж эти мануалы. Кто бы что объяснил. Ладно, 25 раз сохранился. Мысли.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening. I'm going.
Не? Ну, блин.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick. There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Ты ж собирался сам взламывать. Обманщик.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Так. Подсобка на посту. Мы можем сейчас вот так вот сделать? Отлично.
What do you think you're doing?
Oops.
Don't complicate my job, okay?
Серьезно? Нет, ты серьезно? Теперь я ничего не делаю. А, ну ладно, действительно. Та-да-да.
Great work.
Я не закончил. Так, давай ты сейчас что-то здесь посмотришь, развернешься и пойдешь во свояси. Идет? Там шнурки завязываешь? Ну, вот да, вот тебя вон туда. Ой, все пропало. Итак. И что мы сделали? Отдайте картридж. Ага. Пст, парень. Нужен картридж.
His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Так. Что в итоге с тобой делать? Нужен ли ты мне? Да. Куда мне нужно сейчас топать? Или ты мне не нужен? Ну-ка, давай-ка, наверное, иди на
I
корабль.
find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? Will do, Captain. I'll keep an eye on her. In the meantime, take care of yourself out here.
То есть он телепортировался, а не пошел, да? Так, с этим мы разобрались. И с этим мы разобрались. Теперь что? Побочный, на страж здоровья. Пойдем поговорим с доктором. Ей! Ау. Ну, ногу не сломал, прогресс уже. Чё с тобой?
I'm not going. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Фу.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a
Курить
freighter,
вредно.
Captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Что-то мне это прям не нравится.
To the last ratchet on rotten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Так, здесь есть что-нибудь интересное? Где выход? А. Как удачно, как удачно. Только зачем мне все это, если и так перевес? Ну, да ладно. Есть возможность, надо брать. Серьезно? Вот это да, можно было не париться. Спокойненько все. Так пролезть. Ну, отлично, что. Здравствуйте. Поторгуемся немножко. И это все одноручное? Ничего себе. Мне нравится. Только вес всего барахла мне не очень нравится. А, надо же отмычки, наверное, взять, да? Серьезно. Так, как отсюда теперь выйти? Угу. На центральной площади. И идем мы куда? Убедить. Ага. Пойдем, попробуем убедить. тот еще убеждальщик, убедюн. Здравствуйте.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
Что-то переигрывает, по-моему, нет?
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go...
Как это было просто.
Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Ну, хватит, наверное. То одни разговоры. Хотя бы побегать, размяться, что ли, не знаю. Скучно же, наверное.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh? Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Ага, очередной левелап. Так, а что я себе хочу прокачать? Люблю болтать с людьми. Как это... Как бы это скучно не смотрелось. Но болтать с людьми это важно. Так, это сейчас все на корабль, да, надо начаться. А так? А так не на корабль. Пойдем-ка пока не на корабль. Ей.
Something on your mind?
А, ну в принципе, ладно, давай, пойдем со мной. Где вход?
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Ты со мной? Поехали!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now.
У тебя есть оружие какое-нибудь, подружка? Пистолет и ядовитый нож. Давай-ка, наверное, вот так вот сделаем. Я понял.
Or you'll parley with the king.
No sudden movements. This guy's...
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Burning to death is one of the most painful ways to go. Just in case you needed a reason to get us out of this.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Что происходит?
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
Так, мне нужны детали. Дзюн Лейн меня послал. Дзюн Лейн. Как это можно выговаривать в обычном?
We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that. Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Ну, даже скучновато немножко. Так, это я украду или возьму? Это я взял. Ладно.
Ooh, smells like burning meat and bad hygiene.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. He hasn't got a heart.
Ладно.
Not like us. Bullshit.
Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
Ведь наверняка здесь что-нибудь должно быть интересное.
What do you say we get out of here before we join whoever that was on the grill?
Чего? Ух ты! Прикольно.
Are those hibernation pods? And I thought my bunk was small.
Ту-ду-ду-ду-ду.
Look, Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy.
Everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew?
You're asking the price of cannabis now that it's home to an
We got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil.
Грибочки выращиваете?
Find a new friend. Worm fixation is screwing with our bottom line.
Немножко полезной информации. Поехали! А, это же дверь. Действительно.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Ладно, без разговоров. И как ты это сделала?
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need detailed mantillae, but I'd be my great food today. I've got the shit
А есть что-нибудь поинтереснее? О! Это весьма интересно. Так, кто еще? А чё музычка такая эпичная?
They won't try that again. Nailed him, Captain!
Ну, что-то я не совсем милишником играю, по ощущению.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanical suited up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnosis says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not thinking about who they kill next.
professionals.
Угу. А, то есть меня внизу автоматон должен был ждать? Не только внизу. Нет. Где-то топчется еще один. Он сможет снизу подняться ко мне, нет? Так, вниз, значит, да? Угу. Мама.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pump. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pump.
А, это... Ага, я бы здесь и не смог пройти. Нифига, я как будто бы знал, куда идти.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Все? Ладно. Так. Такое ощущение, что что-то... ладно. Ау. Ой, много букв. Серьезно? Ну, отлично. Это можно как-нибудь дело излечить? Не знаю.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Yay!
If you've got time, I believe
Я
Edna
буду
has a comms issue
известен.
that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Итак. Да, я реально теперь медленно бегаю. А как? Что с этим делать-то теперь? Наверное, сделаем. Вот так. Почему бы и нет? Блин, а чё такой медленный стал? Ну, блин. Это ж совсем не круто.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Знаете, все равно продолжу ноги ломать. С большей
The beds
интенсивностью.
are comfy, but you'll want to check the mattress before you settle in.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Мне уже подходит.
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Фиаско, я понял. Ладно.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for
Много
bits.
говорят, много пишут.
I like that.
Мало акшония.
Here's a copy
Больше
of the
акшония.
SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Level up. Здорово. 13% скидка. Как хорошо. Блин, а на хлам куда-нибудь скинуть весь. Продавать как-то жалко. Читать, разбираться, что, для чего. Зачем? Ладно. А, модуль взлома есть? Ну-ка,
It's
ну-ка.
almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Итак, есть ништячок. Помчались. Куда помчались? Эй, стоп, а куда мы помчались? Купите. Это купите, так. На корабль. Да что ж ты такой медленный стал?
your block outside the ring.
Как же это медленно.
Hey, you got a second?
Все-таки хочешь со мной, судя по всему, да? Книжки-то. А чё сумка пустая? Или ты хочешь у меня что-то спилить?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. You're serious? You're giving me a shot? All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you ask. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang. Yeah, it's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is a work in progress.
Действительно.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
Wow,
Надеюсь.
this'll be interesting, huh?
Да. А, она же со мной была. Точно.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
На какой лестнице? А, или на лестнице, которая там? На входе. Так. Что-то мне нужно было посмотреть. Секундочку. Корабль же стоял в доке, нет? Где док? Что-то как-то мне не нравится. Прям мелочь. Атмосферу всю портит. Ой, ладно, на этой позитивной ноте, пожалуй, прервусь.